While she was having lunch with her daughter Keely, we asked 100 passers-by to try and guess her age. Sherie knows she's no juvenile lead, but just how old does the public think she looks?
I reckon 52.
53. 58.
I think she was about 48.
She's a reasonably attractive 70-year-old.
I think about 57.
About 45.
Hey, yes!
Well, I've seen her on TV, although she's looking a bit rough today without her makeup and stuff.
I would say she's around 60 to 65, but I could be wrong. Oh, excuse me.
I think she's probably about 56.
When she smiles, it's quite
Wrinkly. She must be
48, 50.
She might kill me if
She hears me say that. I love her, she's wonderful.
Oh, I love her.
The guesses ranged from a foxy 41 to a shocking 70, but her average age came out at 57.
Well, before we see the amazing new Sherie, let's just remind ourselves, sorry Sherie, how she looked pre-surgery. There she is, pulling a bit of her face, tapping those wrinkles round the eyes. And now, let us see the brand new face of Sherie Hewson. Look! You look absolutely glowing.
Well, I think what it is I had a face peel.
Yeah.
And that's made me fresher. You know, I'm a bit ironed. And I think my face is exactly the same. And don't forget how rough I looked on there. You know, no makeup, hair disgusting, you know, bad shots, bad lighting. You know, we're all going to look pretty bad. But I think...
But you do look... I mean, the programme's title is not false. You do look at least 10 years younger.
Well,
you do.
Thank you. But
no, you do.
I think I look fresher.
Yeah,
I look... I glow, you know, I've got a glow because of the face peel. The face peel is fantastic, I have to say.
Because that's not surgery, is it, really?
No, it goes, they put acid on.
Yeah.
And 3 days later, you look like this. 3 days later, you go brown, you get suntanned. And then, gradually, it just comes off. And what came off, which is a bit bizarre, really, are my freckles. And so it's sun damage.
Ah.
So all your sun damage, and my brother said, you must keep it. Keep it.
What for?
Darling sun
I
damage.
don't know, he wanted to keep it. Can you imagine?
Typical little brother.
Yeah, no, big brother.
A big brother.
Yeah. And so that's what came off.
Well, what with the acid and the surgery? And you had extensive surgery.
Well,
I mean,
I didn't,
really.
see.
Well,
I had fat under here.
Yeah.
And I had a bit of stuff taken out here.
Yeah.
What I've always called a goiter. I don't know why.
Right.
And that was taken off. And in fact, that's still a little bit swollen there.
Right.
But I've got these funny glands, you know. I have to just
glands,
tell you.
dear.
I have to tell you, I've got low-hung glands.
That's a first.
Low-hung.
Low-hung.
And I said to the surgeon, are my low-hung? And he said, they are. Because a lot of people have them up here and yours have fallen or they've dropped at some point.
Yeah.
And so I can't do anything about the low-hanging stuff.
I've just been asked to point something out by our technical team.
Yes.
They say that you do look so good on camera that they just want us to emphasise to people watching that we're not doing anything in the camera here or on our mixing desk. What you see is what you get. This is how she looks. Should we say a bit of the operation?
Oh, yeah.
No,
listen, let's just warn you, we deliberately haven't cut anything particularly squeamish if you're having your tea. But if you are really sensitive about operations at all, you know...
It's a facelift.
Be aware.
Yeah.
So it's what I was going to describe as a kind of controlled assault, really. You've got the acid in your face, you've got all the carving going on. It's a controlled assault. Let's have a look.
It's going to be a long operation, and there's plenty on the menu. Jan Stanek will be doing a lower eyelid lift, a neck lift, a face peel and lip enhancement. Sherie will be out for the count for hours, but the results should be dramatic.
I'm just making an incision just close to the eyelashes, and then I'm going to raise the skin of the lower lid because she's got a lot of loose skin. We're going to tighten up her neck. So I'm not proposing to do anything too big, but what I'll do is I'll tighten the skin and the muscle to such an extent that she will get a better jawline.
For the skin peel, Jan applies a chemical that burns away the topmost layer, revealing the unlined skin underneath. When the redness fades and the top layer comes off, Sherie should be left with a fresher looking face.
did you agree to have it done? I mean, it's not just having a facelift, it's having it done on camera, isn't it? What made you do... And all that stuff, at the bit of humiliation at the top there, you know. With people
Well,
saying,
I have to tell you, that was the worst moment, having that done. I mean, how mad am I? I say in the film, am I insane or what? I should
You mean actually, were you actually dreading what people seeing it, or you having to undergo that?
Just me being there and them saying, oh, no, you know, and all that, and I hated that. But the thing is, I thought, you know, I've always said on Loose Women, I've always been honest that I would have something done, always. And I hate people who say, oh, I haven't had anything done, you know, I've grown, I'm older, I've always been like this, you know, I've never... And it's not true. And I thought, well, I've always been honest. Anyway, it came a point where I kept saying, no, I'm not having it done. And I sat down with my brother, Brett, one day, and he said, for goodness sake, Sherrie, you've always said you'd have it done. You know, get off your backside and have it done, and it'll make you feel better. Because I've been in a bad place for a while. You know, I split up with my husband, and I felt raw and very bad about myself. And I got to the point where I couldn't look in a mirror. You know, I just thought, do you know what happens? You look at that person, and because you're an actress, you see yourself young on lots of old movies. And I thought, how did that person become this person? And
so
I
how
look
do you
in
feel
the mirror
now?
and I think,
so now
and I
you've had it done, do you feel...
now I feel, every day it gets better and better because I think it's, you know, it's all coming back. It's all, you know, I was very swollen, and so now I look. And I can look in a mirror again and not feel bad about myself.
And do you find that men notice you more in the sense... I mean, I know that women above a certain age say that they become invisible. They become invisible to men in the street. I don't know if you had reached that point, I doubt it, because you were all scraped off there. But do you find that... Do you notice that people and men are looking at you more than they were?
Why, I think people say, you look well.
Yes. Yeah. And that actually, I think that's the best
about.
compliment, because you haven't changed completely.
No.
But did anybody at any point suggest the same amount of work that, say, for example, Anne Robinson has admitted to having, which was the complete facelift and the whole thing? Did anybody suggest you should have that?
Well, they didn't, which is quite nice.
No,
but the only thing I'll say to you is it's very addictive. You have something done and you see something else. And the thing is, you know what I learnt from it?
What?
Which is because with the place that I was in, and still am to a certain point, no matter what you have done, it doesn't change.
No, you're still the same person.
There's not a magic wand
inside.
It doesn't help. So if anybody has it done to think this is going to help, it doesn't.
Well, how old are you now?
54.
So you don't look it. You really don't look it.
Well, it has made me feel good, but as I say, it hasn't changed my situation. I still have all the problems that you've always got. You know, and it's like people having children because they think it's going to help their marriage, you know what I mean? And it doesn't.
I know.
I must say that the first person they had on this series was 57, and the public, when it was all done, reckoned she looked 43. Oh, that was you! What are you talking about? They thought you were 43. That's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for looking at this wonderful creature here, and we'll see you on
Bye-bye. See you
Tuesday,
tomorrow.
5 o'clock. Bye.
Bye.